Good morning, everyone. It is April 19th, 2024. And wow, just wow, right? Market keeps moving lower. And this is something where, as straters, we're not too shocked by it because you can see right here on TQQQ, we had a 2-2 reversal. And look at what we hit yesterday. We hit magnitude right here. And for those of you who are fairly new to this strat, don't feel intimidated by it. It really is a very straightforward, forward-thinking system. And one of the things that I have noticed is that a lot of people who are trying to learn this system, the very first words that come out of their mouth are, "I can't figure it out." And let me tell you why you can't figure it out. Too many of you are watching the wrong people trade it. What do I mean by that? So many people want to trade this on a 5-minute, 3-minute, or a 1-minute chart because they believe that they've got these lightning fast responses to how the market reacts. And let me tell you, when the market gets into this chop phase like this, you're going to get killed. And even the people who trade options on the daily are getting killed because they're not doing anything. And so, unless you're on the right side of the trade and you know how to read this, I don't doubt that you're getting killed. So, what do we need to do to fix that? Well, the first thing we need to do is that we need to slow it down. And that's why I use the month, the week, and the day to give me an idea of what I'm looking for as far as setups. Now, let's just use the TQQQ ETF here as an example. Going into the month, we had a 2-2 setup. We didn't know what this candle would be, so just pretend it's not there. But we had a 2-2. Now, this could have been a 2-2-2 continuation to the upside. It could have been a 2-2-1 or a 2-2-3. But going into this, after we've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-month run of going up, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, we are playing the probability that the 2 is going to get sold into to the downside. That is something that you want to know. And so what you do, you go to the bottom of this candle right here and you set this alert at 57.29. Or you can do what I do. I draw these beautiful, beautiful colors to let me know where the range is for the month. So the month is the purple right here. The week, it's the orange. And then down here, these different colors, these are all potential targets for the month. 52.91, and you can see we hit that, right? This is target, we hit it. We also have this dash line, which is a gap fill. We did not hit that. Could we hit it? Yes. But you know what? We've been running pretty hard here that sooner or later we are going to get a rest where we come back up and then hopefully a run back down, or we'll just continue to go up. We don't know what the market is going to do. And I wish people would stop telling you that they know exactly what it's going to do. No one will ever know. I am a big fan of Mark Douglas, and that was one of the hardest things for me to grasp. You do not know, because every moment in the market is unique. Every moment. And the sooner you stop trying to predict what's going to happen and you start focusing on the time frames and what price action is doing, you're going to make better decisions. And you're also going to know when you're right and when you're wrong. That is not going to happen with intraday charts when you are all over the place mentally. Slow it down. The strat works on every time frame. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox here. We're going to look at some of these watch lists, stocks. Airbnb, I like this one because we've got this 2-2 rev set up here. It doesn't mean that we're going to trigger back down, but I have that alert. You can see here on the month, if we can get back below 156.14 here, we're going to trigger and go back into force 2-2 rev back down. Look at what we did here for the week. We went 2-1-2 down, and look what happened. Buyers stepped right in to support this stock. Now, if this does trigger and we go back down, guess what? We're going to be back to 2-1-2 back down, and hopefully, we're going to run down here to this level. Amazon. I love how Amazon has had this 2-2-2-2-2-2 continuation on the month. Now, is this in play now? Yes, because we have a 2-2 rev on the week. So hopefully this is setting up a shooter so that next month we can get a possible 2-2 rev back down, which would be a nice little move all the way back down here. But look at what we have here. Don't miss this. We have earnings coming on 4:30. So if Amazon does well, it could continue this 2-2-2 run. But if it has bad earnings, it could come back all the way down here. It could. I was short Amazon. I took my money at Target right here. That was Target, right? On the week, 2-2 rev back down. Right in that's 178.38, and guess where we hit yesterday? We hit 178.65. That's close enough for me. I'll just take the money and let it set up again. ANF, you can see that we have this beautiful 2-2-2 rev, and this was a trade that I took all the way back down to 108.80 yesterday. BLDR, we're still set up for this 2-2 rev for the month, and look at what we have here on the daily. We've got a possible trigger for 2-2 rev back down 180.95. And if we trigger that, we're going to try to get it down to at least to 178.63. But if you are aiming for the month, you're down here, this green line right here at 171. Costco, same thing, 2-2-2 rev. On the month, Expedia, we've got the 312, possibly going to hit target if the market cooperates. FI, this one has the 2-2 rev in force for the month. Still has that 2-2-2 continuation for the week. And we just kind of paused here yesterday. So let's see what happens there. Flex, same thing. If we trigger 26.63 down, get your butt in this trade because we could get back down to here. But sooner or later, we're going to have to make a decision here because we've got 312 and we hit target here. The question is, are they going to fill this gap right here? Are they going to fill this gap right here? Or are they going to move it down to 26.63? Let's find out. Fortinet, same thing. We've got this 2-1-3 action, wild action, right? This right here is the chop. This is where people get killed. And if you're trading options, like I said, it's a bad day for you. If you're selling the put, though, maybe you sold it down here. Who knows? You might be underwater a little bit. But that's a different discussion for a different time. Let's keep going here because I want to try to make this short. GoDaddy, you can see that we still have this continuation here for the month. Look at what we did, though, on the week, though. On the week, we are in force at 123.04, and we possibly could get down to this area right here, the 118.39, which would set up a shooter for next month. And if that shooter hits, we could get back to 108. That's how you want to play this. This right here just is setting up. GE, same thing. We've got this 3-2, and then what are they going to do? Are they going to go 2 up and make this green, or are they going to reverse it and bring it right back down? Let's see what happens. HPE is still stuck inside this mother bar. Not sure why I have this one on here. Probably because I just trade it quite a bit. IBM, I'm still short. This thing is still 1-2-2 rev in force, and hopefully we will hit a target here of 178.75 today. Still short on this position. MU, this is a beautiful shooter setting up for next month. That's why this is here, but also because we triggered 2-1-2 down right here, and that's what gave us this beautiful shooter. And then look at the price action here on the day. We went 3-2 almost the target right here, the 110.16. Beautiful. TTO. NET, same thing, 212 down for the month. Nutanix did 222 in force now for the month down, and then on the week we went 322 down. And look at what we filled, guys. We filled the gap yesterday. That's where I got off the train and took my money. And now I'm just waiting patiently for this thing to set up. Nvidia. So many people talking about how this one's going to 1,000. But right now for the month, we're doing nothing. We're just kind of pausing right here. And you can see that action here on the week too. This thing is going to make a decision sooner or later. But one thing I will point out is that we filled this gap yesterday at 823 in that area. Huge. Gaps get filled. PNC, we're just kind of waiting for this thing to do what it needs to do. It's right at that resistance here for the week, but we have 3-2 down still in force for the week. Pure Storage 212 possibly if it triggers below this 48.89 for the month. Rocket is still in force for the month, still on target to hit this 1090. We'll see if that happens. Silver is still this beautiful 2-2 breakout right here, and we're just sitting tight right here, just consolidating. I would like to see this kind of pause for the month or for the week and then go back right up to 26.46 or to 27.27. Sono has the 212 month in force to the downside. We're just pausing here. SQ 222 back down, just pausing. Have you picked up the theme? Run, rest, run. That's that pause we talk about, the rest. SU, we still have this 222 continuation, but we hit target pretty dang close here for the week, and then buyer stepped in. We'll see if this comes back up through and runs the 39.32. Uber 222 rev on the month still in force. Whereas Uber, it's gapping down a little bit, but look at what we have here. We have this beautiful gap. These gaps are getting filled lately. USFD, this was the name that triggered yesterday for 22 rev on the month down. WAB setting up the shooter for next month, but we already triggered 212 down for the week. WDC, beautiful shooter, same thing on the week. Guess what? 222 rev back down, almost the target here. And then last but not least, look at what we have in force now for XPO. 222 rev, and look at this big, beautiful candle that could get all the way down here. That would be your target. Your stop would go wherever you feel is comfortable. But I like this one. It looks like it wants to get going. That is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up or subscribe, and if you're bored, come and join us in the Discord server. It's free. I just sit there and I talk to people, share my ideas. No charge, no agenda, promise. Until then, trade them well, and God bless. Talk to you later.